All right, so boom, welcome back to another Black Caliber podcast. I'm here with
Pedro Perez,
all right, and you are
CEO of BrandsXpansion.
BrandsXpansion, right, and one of the biggest distributors out of South Africa and soon to be all of Africa.
Yeah, well, in fact, the main businesses, we are one of the biggest chips manufacturer in Europe. And then we have distribution all over the world.
Okay.
Now entering, obviously, in Africa, South Africa.
All right. So, what got you even into the chips business and like distributing chips?
Well, it's a long story. I'll try to make it short.
No, you can take as long as you want. I got time.
When I was young, I always dreamed about be businessman from early ages, and I had the opportunity with 19-year-old to start investing in a small startup, and what it was a potato chips brand from Europe. And with all my savings, I entered with a 2% of the company. That's where I learned how to do some business, not in a big move, but obviously I start with the business industry, and I fall in love with the chips and the food sector, the food channel, and the CPG brands.
Okay. So, what influenced you, like when you were younger, to make you want to say, like, I really want to be a businessman?
I think I had many different, we can say, ways to receive that kind of feeling, that kind of motivation. But to be honest and to be realistic, rap gave to me probably the first motivation, the artist, to become like a businessman, like an entrepreneur. I think watching in the early stages, Lil Wayne, watching Notorious, Tupac, those guys, they were really the guys that were controlling the culture, the influence. The young generations always focus on them, and then they saw that there is business out from the rap industry, and they were the first one as an influencer to develop business around the rap industry. And probably those are the first one, because obviously it's not from my family heritage where I get the motivation to do business.
Right. So yeah, I never asked. So where are you from?
I'm from Spain. I'm from Murcia. It is a small region in southeast of Spain with a really nice weather, similar to Florida, where we are right now. We have even similar places and nice weather. Yeah.
Okay. So you invested in this chip brand.
Yeah.
And you said you came in at 2%.
Yeah.
So then how did you go from 2% to, like really building and getting like to where you are?
Then
what was that journey like?
Then after that first investment, I 1 year ago went out from the company. Didn't work well. I learned a lot, but everything was complicated, difficult. Basically, the big shark swallowed me. So as a small, new, young investor, I didn't knew at all about you need to have lawyers, etc. I didn't have it. So, well, I didn't reach out anything positive rather than experience and knowledge, because I went bankrupt. But then I found another partner. I built another company 2 years ago. I closed it. I opened a third one. The third one was really successful. We sold it. A small amount of money we got it. We developed a new company, and with that company in 2019 we joined to one big food group, and we become the main company there.
So that was BrandsXpansion.
Yeah.
Okay. So how did you end up getting partnered with Rapsnacks? Like
it was crazy. We were in Amsterdam in an exhibition, a private label exhibition, where we were showing our products to the brands, retailers. All the people were interested in our products, and Simon, the brand connection guy from the UK that is importing rubber snacks in the UK, passed through us. We met. We were the same watch at that moment. That was first introduction together, and he started explaining about the project, but they were looking for a partner in Europe, a manufacturer, to be able to reach out all the customers that they have in the area. And there we go. We started working I had my first meeting with James the week before I become father for the second time, and I had the second meeting in the hospital. Same day, I become father for the second time, and from that we've been working a lot to develop the quality products that they have here for the European market, the African market, the Gulf East market, and even Asia.
All right. So how did you go about building these connections to be able to push these products through so many avenues?
Okay, that's a long journey. That's really a long journey. First of all, you have to set your goals. You have to clarify that your goals, and then you have to be real. You have to compromise with your goals. With your if you want to reach anything, you have to be able to work to really reach that level. And I think first thing is set your goals, no matter if they are too high, but it is needed. And later on, going to the practice, well, I started join into young entrepreneur circles. I started doing some getting mentors. I think that's probably the best idea I can suggest to any young guy, to get a mentor in any area in your life that you want to get better. And every time you reach a next level, you get a new mentor, and over there there's you learn experience, you see how it works, they show you what they've done and it is a failure. And we're going to the things that I made. Well, I've been traveling around the world from the last 7 years. Half of the time I've been almost everywhere looking for business opportunities, and I'm trying to always get close to good people with really nice similar goals to mine, and with a really high values. And that's, to me, that's the main keys.
So have you seen anybody here, like any of these younger brands that they're showcasing here, that you would be willing or you're thinking about trying to go into?
True, they are awesome. They are awesome. There are many of them that as soon as I get the information about the whole journey, I check on LinkedIn who they are, what they do, and they are really experts in their area. They are driven in reach a solid brand in the US market, and once you reach that, you can go everywhere. And for sure, I would love to study. I would love to see more detail about them and see what we can do together maybe in the future, because we are doing importations to Europe.
Okay. And those are your, so like, what are your like set goals for your brand and your company within, let's say, like the next 5 years?
Okay. We have two really important meetings during the whole day on the company. The first one is before we start the next year. So December 20, December 19, we sit together, everyone, and we analyze what happened during the whole year, and we say what we made wrong, what we made good, things that we have to change. And all together we sit together and say, okay, with that tools, with that knowledge, with that experience, we must be here. So knowing that we must be here the next 5-10 years, let's split it into every year work, every year action to reach that level. And that's the one of the main important meetings. And then is the first Monday of the year, we sit together and we analyze the plan. And if the plan for the next 5 years is okay, or we think that we have to implement anything else, we do it. And to set like a 5 years plan, what I personally do is I check the companies that I would love to look like them. Okay, so in the future I would like to be that company that right now is, I don't know, $500 million revenue per year. They have business in Asia, they have business in that place, they are building brand everywhere, or they are now connecting better with the final consumers because they are direct to consumer brand, and it is an increasing area right now. So let's move one part of the budget to that area, and let's move the brand to the direct consumer business. And well, we set goals like that.
Okay. And also, I saw your chain. This is real Gucci, and I see the glasses. What's the significance of that?
I don't know. I thought that once you start feeling quite of success, or when you start feeling like that you reach anything, I think is for somebody it's natural to start, I don't know, dressing good, showing good. And to me also it is a tool, because I'm really young. I'm pretty young. I'm 30 years old, and being young in the food industry, for example, is not an advantage at all. At least on the big tables where all companies sit in front of you with a CEO of 60 years old working more than 50 years on the business, and they see like a 30-year-old guy explaining them how we can build something together, how we can reach goals together. So I think it's a tool that we use to be able to penetrate in some areas that are not that easy. And also I like fashion.
Yeah, I see the off-white shoes.
Yeah.
All right. So what type of like internal work, like personal work, did you have to do to be able to like push this company forward? Because it's like with the team and everything, but what did you have to do on your own, especially like you said the first time that you got swallowed up and all that. So like what did you do? Like did you read, what did you?
I don't know, many things. I tried many things. I think it is a combination between a lot of new things that you are not able to do, but you develop your character in order to overconquer this. I don't know, a few personal experiences is I always been involved into sport, and I stopped on that timing. I stopped doing any kind of sport, and 6 months after this problem, I went bankrupt for sure. I started doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and MMA. I don't know, and it showed me that every time I'm losing, every time I'm facing defeat, I'm learning. And from this, I started knowing that you cannot win every day. It is impossible, and the focus must be on, okay, let's lose every day a bit. Let lose in anything, because at the end you will do anything new every day, and you will lose, but you will learn. So as much as you lose, as much as you don't get clear things on the first day that you start doing them, you're going to learn more. So never say I can. Oh, that's main word to me, main phrase. Never say I can. I have to keep working on that to conquer it. And once you compromise with you will do it, obviously. And then I wake up early. I read about motivation. I read about business. I read about personal skills. I obviously I'm 100% updated with the worldwide situation. That to me is really important right now, because worldwide is right now our playground. So you cannot think about your country, you cannot think about the small part around you. You have to think globally, and once you think globally, you start understand that, okay, at the end we have different consumer behaviors, but if you study them, the move of the consumers is quite the same.
Okay. And so lastly, like what advice do you have for anybody who's watching?
Okay, first of all, they have to stop procrastination. I think this is one of the baddest things that the phones and the internet gave to us. They gave to us access to procrastinate and at the end lose our time. Second, set goals every year, set new goals every year. Every year I set my list of goals based on the personal ones, business ones, family, I don't know, different levels, and then I structure. So keep going continuously with setting goals. So once you reach here, don't stop. You have to keep increasing your level of goals. And probably last one is always try to be proud in everything you do.
Take pride in everything you do.
Everything you do. I mean, if you do it with your hand, with 100%, and you go to the bed really tired because you gave everything, you have to be proud. And the people that is proud of what they are and what they do, they are reaching continuously new levels.
Okay. Thank you. And can I just get you to say this is the Black Caliber Podcast?
This is the Black Caliber Podcast.
Right. And thank you for watching. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. My pleasure.